was a perfect thing to start on. That made me happy. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, cool. Alright. I have to wait until 15, 11. Alright. Anyway, let's probably start the episode. Hey, what's up? It's Minion here, and we're back with Genshin Impact. However, this time, well, we always have Monkey, of course, joining us, because he is wonderful. And we have Isaiah. The last episode, I was just kind of fooling around with other stuff. I think you would have liked the last quest that I did. That involved, like, the foggy road, and stuff. Which was... yeah, it was over here, I think. No, it wasn't. It was somewhere. There's so many places on the map, that's hard to tell. But, yeah. Anyway, we had a lot of fun. And I have to wait between 6 and 11. Yeah, oh, it's 2 a.m. We're just gonna increase the time. There we go. Yeah, you would have liked the last quest, which you should watch later.
Jean will be upset if she catches us lazing around like this.
Yeah, I totally lazed around for like a whole day. That was fun. Okay. You okay? Keep going. Okay, go away. There we go. Got it.
Ah, you're here. There's no need to order. I've already done so. Third round knockout is not for lightweights, like those taverns in Mondstadt. Here, the owner does not take such unorthodox orders as fruit juice.
So, does this mean I can order wine this time?
I ordered some wine-fermented sweet rice balls for you, if that counts.
Should have expected this. Actually, those do sound really good, though. Not gonna lie. I'm not a wine person myself. But...
if it is to your liking, dear customers, I shall continue the tale of Lady Ningguang's Jade Chamber.
Hey, there's even a storyteller here! Great atmosphere!
Besides fine wine, the excellent ambiance is the reason why this place is so well loved. But when I say ambiance, I refer to a different sort from the one the Tevat travel guide uses to judge other establishments.
As you all know, high above the land of Liyue lies a pavilion in the clouds, a palace in the mist.
What's happening to his nose?
What does it mean to have all-seeing eyes? This, my friends, Lady Ningguang's masterwork that bridges earth and sky. Imagine, the weather is clear, and you gaze down from the deck on the world below. Behold, the glorious sights of Liyue Harbor, stretching out far and wide.
Hello?
They say that when Lady Ningguang ponders important affairs, she retreats to her jade chamber with none but her 3 closest confidants in tow. Why brings she these trusted 3 to sift through sources, dig through documents, looking for information? Piece by piece, facts and figures paint a picture on the walls of the chamber. But well before the wall is filled, Lady Ningguang's mind is made up. Having made her call, she has every last document shredded, and whoosh, she scatters the shavings out her window. Ah, look at them, how they billow in the wind like a sudden swirling blizzard. As the fragments fall, traces of text flicker before the eyes of the merchants of Liyuan, like ink stains in white snow. The saying goes, the rarest treasures in the land are the words brought by the paper snow. For the words of the Tianquan have the power to move mountains, and all throughout the land know it. These are but scraps of paper, and yet they guide Lady Ningguang's hand. Such is their value. Merely grasping one or two of them will surely gift you a fragment of her wisdom, enough to stay a step or two ahead of your peers.
Tianquan Ningguang. Feels like we're hearing this name a lot.
Agreed.
Liyue locals talk about her. The Fatui hate her. She's most likely the one who hid the Exuvia, and we saw her at the rite of dissension. Huh. Paimon wonders what sort of person she is.
At last I have found you. You who returned from Jueyun Karst.
Who's there?
Who? Paimon, we gotta go.
Wait, I am not with the Millilith, nor am I here to claim your bounty.
There's a bounty?
Remember?
Oh, yeah.
The bounty on my head for Rex Lapis?
However, I am an emissary of the Liyue Qixing. My name is Ganyu, secretary at the Yue High Pavilion, and I have come specifically to meet you.
Did you not remember that that your wife had a bounty on her head?
Well, temporarily, but then I remembered.
Secretary?
Well, in concrete terms, I am the corporate secretary for the Qixing. At the moment, I am serving as Lady Ningguang's special emissary.
Ningguang sent you? We were literally just talking about her.
My apologies, you who have returned from Jueyun Karst. I am duty-bound and cannot extend my courtesy to you in full. But I have with me a letter from Lady Ningguang. She extends a formal invitation to you in her capacity as Tianquan. She invites you to her palace in the sky.
An official invitation?
Lady Ningguang said this. Invite her to come here. I wish to meet her. At the Jade Chamber, together we shall snip every one of these entwining dark threads.
Oh?
And with that, the emissary who called herself Ganyu just disappeared. But we've received an invitation from the Liyue Qixing. Paimon still can't believe it. We'll be meeting people that have way more money than Paimon could ever count. We should be on our best manners.
Paimon is up to something. Again.
An invitation to visit the Jade Chamber is a rare honor indeed. You'd best be on your way now. But don't forget about the rite of parting. Once you've finished at the Jade Chamber, meet me at Dihua Marsh.
Don't worry, we won't forget. Dihua Marsh. We'll see you there.
Act 1, Act 3. Yeah, it's up there. We also got, is it out? Before we continue, figure
Bet
we'll
you
just
can't
do
keep
it
up with me.
first. We'll make our way there. Okay.
Hotel.
Lucy, Paimon, what's up? We haven't spoken in 5 minutes and you're missing me already.
Yep, so we thought we'd come hang out with you. What were you looking at just now?
Something so amazing you wouldn't believe it. But I'm not showing you.
Why? Is that a secret photo of me?
Seriously though, you probably shouldn't joke about that. You don't want to jinx it.
Jinx it how?
Well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately. None of them are around anymore. So keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. Oh, alright. I'll quit joking around. Here, take a look.
Huh? Wait, are they?
No?
Yeah, my dad and my grandpa. Without this picture, I'd probably have forgotten what my dad looked like by now. When he passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, kid. Everything I know about my dad, I learned from my grandpa.
Sorry. Okay.
There was a border incident on Wu Wang Hill a dozen years ago. My dad tried using the art of coma to burn away the fetter, but he slipped up and suffered illegal exposure to it. He died on the spot.
That's awful. So, is that what made Wulong Hill the way it is today?
Yet, his mistake didn't just put him in his own life. It took most of the village out and left lasting changes on Wu Wang Hill itself. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout. That's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed.
So your grandpa was affected by the incident with Dad? Also, speaking of that hill, I went back to do the little girl quest with the book, and she just disappeared, and I don't know where the quest went. So that's that. Anywho.
Well, he never admitted it, of course. But given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would have expected him to have a few more years in it.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
How could I not? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything. But he was a genius. He was, and still is, the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wangsheng arts by the age of 8. But by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals and incinerating better all by himself. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him. He messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
But maybe the question is, why did he mess up?
Because he was an unworthy director. Every past director had burned away all their belongings when they passed, leaving at most one or two items behind. My grandpa, for example, left only his hat behind. But my dad, he left a whole pile of stuff, including this meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, all it shows is that he was unable to let go. The fact that he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed during the ritual. When he was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the world where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus in death one, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We see it all the time. But as funeral directors, it's the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to.
Mm.
Like Grandpa always said, we should live in life, die in death. That's the whole basis of Wangqing Funeral Parlor's existence. Fortunately, with my dad, his teachings went in one ear and out the other. He really let everyone down.
You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I chose not to hold back. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken. Because the father's biggest fear is that once he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to be a carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm going to keep talking trash about him all I want. On the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he'll take some comfort in knowing that I never stopped just being myself and living my life my way. Anyway, so that's a brief history of Wu Wang Hill for you. Anything else on the agenda?
Thank you for being so open with us.
Hey, heck, did you think I'd hide it from you? No, we're better buds than that. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border, so I owe you big time. Answering your question seems like the least I can do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Yes. My highly professional opinion? Yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
Try not to dwell too much on all this stuff, okay? There are still 2 days to go, so check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. You said it yourself, remember? Gotta keep reasonable work-life balance.
You're excused.
I'll see you at Yujing Terrace in 2 days. This time we're gonna turn death to ashes.
Well, in that case, what's the name of this one?
I won't let you down.
No. Oh, God damn it. I was just worried about that. God, I hate it when they do that.
Bet you can't keep up with me. Is this an answer from this world?
What I was trying to do was come up here. Oh,
Look up there! That's the Jade Chamber!
question is, how do we get up there?
This is bad. Paimon's supposed to be your guide, but Paimon doesn't know where the way up to the Jade Chamber is.
You're only realizing that now?
Well, since we want to go to the Jade Chamber, heading to its location on the map is the sensible thing to do. Let's look around. There has to be a way up there nearby.
Yeah, I saw that. No.
Hey, look! There's some sort of mechanism thingy. Since this is the right place, it must have something to do with the Jade Chamber.
Maybe it's the way to the Jade Chamber?
Yes, this must be the way. Huh? It only takes us up to here. Aw, if that wind current was stronger, we'd be able to reach the top in one go.
Best we go back to Liyue and ask the... Well,
Huh? Why?
the way up shouldn't be a secret, or...
Oh, Paimon gets it! If it was a secret, Ganyu wouldn't have let us try to find it ourselves, right? Alright, let's follow your plan. Then we can... Oh, hang on a moment. Look down there. Looks like we've gotten close to the Guizhong Ballista. Paimon has a new idea. Why don't we shoot you up to the Jade Chamber using the ballista?
What?
Do you really hate me that much?
No. Paimon may have just forgotten to think about the safety measures.
Really? Your kitten sleeping on the box. Still, I do remember that the ballista had...
Oh, that's right! Now that you mention it, we could use the Guizhong Ballista to see if there's another way up nearby.
Is this an answer from this world?
Okay, so now we gotta go back down to the ballista. Which is... yeah. I'm gonna try to avoid that next time. Oh, I know how I activated my just with this thingy. Okay. That's fine. This is hard. Yeah, I did. I played hide and seek today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
That was that one?
It was a struggle.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch the episode to see what happens.
You shoot too.
And to eat.
Halt! Who trespasses on these hallowed grounds?
We're just passing through.
Exactly. What are you talking about? We're invited guests. What makes you think you can treat us like this? No. Wait. Maybe this was Ningguang's plan all along. She pretended to invite us to the Jade Chamber, but set up a millilith ambush here to arrest us.
We haven't explained the invitation of them yet.
Now Paimon's mad. You, over there. This is a trick, isn't it? How shameless.
What? We're just on guard duty. What do you mean, shameless?
I want.
What nonsense! Seize these suspicious intruders at once!
Is it Paimon?
Well, here they come. Line them up and knock them down.
Thanks, Paimon.
Please appreciate. I think.
So good.
Your arms! Take the target alive! Attack!
Here's you.
Bastard! Who goes there? Take the target alive! Attack!
Windblade!
I'm gonna do a ability. One of my favorites.
Stop! What's all this about?
Lady Keqing, these two strange people suddenly appeared. They seem to have designs on the Guizhong Ballista.
Who are you calling strange?
We were just looking for a way to the Jade Chamber.
You want to go to the Jade Chamber? Who are you?
We're invited guests here to look for the Liyue Qixing. Who are you?
Well, as it happens, I am one of the Liyue Qixing.
Oh,
Thanks, Paimon.
I'm Keqing,
That was
the
kinda
Yuheng
rude.
of the Qixing. I know of you, traveler. You're Ningguang's guests, yes? Didn't expect to meet you here in the mountains.
wow. Paimon didn't think we'd meet some super rich big shot out here in the middle of nowhere either.
The Guizhong Ballista in Tianheng Pass has long been in disrepair, and yet it was fixed in a single night. I came here to investigate that occurrence. These Millilith are just here to guard the scene, not to arrest anyone.
So this was all a misunderstanding? Paimon never would have thought.
Thinking isn't that hard, Paimon.
Anyway, for a mortal to be able to repair an Adepti mechanism is quite the mystery, even to the Qixing.
That was...
We only did a tiny part of the work there.
Oh, right. So, Lady Yuheng, might you have any idea why Lady Tianquan invited us to go to the Jade Chamber?
Just call me Keqing. I'd say that Ningguang's purpose is to request that the savior of Mondstadt take a more neutral stance. Or at least, to not wholly side with the Adepti.
We're not taking sides. We spoke with the Adepti. They want to protect Liyue as well.
When you say protect, you're referring to their sanctimonious arrogance, aren't you?
Huh?
You are mortals, and thus under their protection. There was no way they would have regarded you as someone with the ability to assassinate a god. Naturally, they would also regard Ningguang's locking down the area, questioning the citizenry, and pursuit of the assassin to be pointless work. Perhaps they even wonder if there might be a cover-up. I'll say it like it is. They're underestimating us.
Well, you've got a point there. Still, this is the first time Paimon's seen a person from Liyue who doesn't respect the gods or the Adepti.
Should I respect the shallow sense of time and condescension to mortals that has caused them to delay in moving against us, Qixing? Forget it. I shouldn't speak of them this way. This skepticism is mine alone, and Ningguang does not share it. Either way, I will admit that the actions of the Adepti this time were quite restrained. Rex Lapis's death is indeed an extraordinary circumstance. But to think that they would call for a council of Adepti rather than come down here directly. How surprisingly civilized of them.
Ningguang would prefer to negotiate, wouldn't she?
Well, for Ningguang, she would talk anything and everything out if she could. But I doubt we can do that here. The time of the Adepti has long passed. If even the Liyue Qixing don't want to face that truth, then what future is there for Liyue?
Another super bold statement.
I'll stop here. Honestly, I hadn't intended to say so much. But you're a good listener, Traveler. You should both be off to the Jade Chamber. Don't be late now. Ningguang's schedule is packed to the gills all the way till next year. The cream of Liyue's mercantile crop all see ascending to the Jade Chamber as the greatest honor. Each brings rich gifts as they visit, all to curry a little favor with Ningguang.
Favor?
Man, that's not the point.
But... Wait, that's right! Greeting gifts are a staple of Liyue's culture. We need to get one. Not to curry favor or anything, just to respect Liyue's culture.
Ah, so eager.
Alright. You can decide on your greeting gift yourselves. Let me tell you how to get to the Jade Chamber first. You didn't actually have to come to Mount Tianheng. Go back to Liyue Harbor. Find a guide at the Yuehai Pavilion, and... well then. May we meet again, Traveler.
And then what?
Well, that Yuheng may not respect the gods, but Paimon thinks she's a pretty cool person.
Pretty good impression of me too.
So, what should we give to Ningguang when we see her?
You really have shifted focus, haven't you, Paimon?
Oh, right! Paimon dreamed of an amazing snack last night. Sugar-frosted slime! Paimon has a feeling that it would be perfect for a super rich person like Ningguang. Why don't we go with that for a gift?
And how would we make this thing you dreamed of?
With a certain boom shakalaka, of course. Let's go gather ingredients. Time waits for no
That's not a
one,
recipe,
and
but
neither will our riches.
Her boom shakalaka goes really well.